So I posted about this on Twitter 15 years ago. I did something for the last time, and I'm here to tell you what it is. This wristband was given to me in the hospital on June 1st, 2007. That was the last time I ever drank alcohol, and I'm so excited to share this. This has been something that I've kind of kept to myself or just shared with close friends. Not a lot of people know this about me. If you are close to me, you know it because you've been out with me in public, and yes, you've witnessed me not drinking and having a great time. But I figured, you know, I'm 30 now, it's been 15 years, and why not use this platform to share my story and maybe help someone else? So of course, a lot of you may be coming from my Ellie in Space channel. This channel, Elevated, yes, a play on words. Thank you to my cousin for helping me come up with that. It's just gonna be more stuff about my personal life, maybe some more hiking vlogs and stuff that's just not space related, but this one is definitely not space related. But this is a very personal story to me and something near and dear to me, and I hope that you get something out of this video. 15 years ago was the last time that I drank alcohol in my life. It's crazy to me that on June 1st, 2007, I wound up in the hospital after a crazy night of drinking. I was 15 at the time. I had only been drinking for a few months, but those few months I was drinking every day, getting drunk almost every day, hanging out with not great people that definitely didn't have my best interest in mind. And one night I drank a whole handle of Jägermeister in about an hour. My little 15-year-old body couldn't handle it. I blacked out, I passed out next to the pool. My sister and friends couldn't wake me up, and they called 911. I woke up that morning confused, actually in arm restraints because apparently I was being violent as I was blacked out drunk. I woke up with throw up all over myself, and I'm told that they left it there because they wanted me to learn my lesson. It's really crazy to think that now I'm 30 years old, and for 15 years now, I haven't touched alcohol. Someone asked me the other day, what is one of the things that you're most proud of? And I had trouble answering that, but the more I thought about it, I realized that I'm really proud of this. My life could have been so different had I kept going down that path. A lot of my friends know this about me, but the public really doesn't, and I figured what better time to share it than on the 15-year anniversary. I see a lot of people using social media now to post about their milestones. Maybe they've just hit a year of sobriety, which is amazing. But it is a personal choice, and it's not for everyone. Some people can drink in moderation, and that's perfectly normal. I made this personal choice 15 years ago, and I haven't wavered from it no matter what. People will sometimes come up to me and they won't believe me at first, or they'll say, oh, well, you'll make an exception for me, or I'm gonna get you to drink today. And quite honestly, it's really disrespectful. If someone sets a boundary with you, don't try to peer pressure them or pry as to why they're making this decision to not put something in their body. What you put in your body is none of my business, and vice versa. And I feel like over the years, obviously I have friends who drink, I've dated guys who drink. It's not like I can't be around alcohol, but I found that a lot of people drink even when they don't want to. They're in these social situations and they feel like if they're there without a drink, they'll feel awkward or like they don't fit in. And so they kind of have this like rule for themselves that if they're gonna be in a public situation with drinking, like, oh, they have to drink. And I really wish that those people could just try it one time not doing it. If they truly don't want to. They do it because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. But to me, it sounds pretty uncomfortable to be ingesting something that will, change your state of mind when you don't actually want to. I guess I'm sharing this because it's been something that is so personal to me for so long. And I think more people hearing that, yeah, you can go out and have a fun time and not drink, and you shouldn't worry about being judged. might help someone. Social media is a double-edged sword, of course, but this is one of the ways that I hope that it can maybe help you. A lot of people say what I do is inspiring or, good for you, that must be so hard. And honestly, I do not consider myself an alcoholic, so in that sense, it hasn't been hard because I have zero desire for alcohol. But I know that that's not the case for everyone. Still, I would challenge you that if you're tired of living this lifestyle, drinking all the time, feeling like you're not being the best version of yourself, feeling like you're stuck, there are ways to change your lifestyle. And there are also ways to go out and have fun with friends and dance and sing karaoke. And alcohol doesn't need to be a crutch, at least for me. Again, this video is not to judge anyone who drinks. This is a personal choice. But I just want to share with you, if you maybe don't want to drink but feel like you have to, just know that you don't. Now, in the very beginning of my journey, I did go to some AA meetings. As you can see, here is one of the AA chips. If you've been to AA meetings, you're familiar. I haven't gone to an AA meeting since I was probably 16. Like I said, I drank for such a short amount of time, but the amount that I drank was insane. And I'm very lucky that I have been able to walk away from it for good. And it's become a part of my identity. Moving here to Utah, a lot of people also think, well, are you Mormon? I'm not. But I don't drink, and that is a personal choice. And yeah, a lot of people that find that out, they want to know why. Why don't you drink? It's just so weird to them to find a 30-year-old who hasn't drank since she was 15. I mean, the whole idea of drinking when you're 15 is also kind of stunning to some people. But my answer to why is that I like my life without alcohol. I see the destruction that alcohol causes for other people. It's expensive. It's not healthy. And often it's not used in moderation, and it kind of leads to chaos and tragedy in some cases. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And I feel like because I've done without it since I was 15, I've had to rely on myself and getting out of my comfort zone and really building these skills to be able to be at a party or a function where people are drinking and I'm not, and still feel okay and not really worried about what other people think, whether I'm drinking or not. This is a picture of me when I was 15, when I was drinking. It's so crazy to me to look at this photo. I was really out of control. I was getting to the point where I started drinking socially, and then I was, finding the liquor bottles or taking a whole case of beers and just isolating. And I'd be around people, but I'd go in a closet or, go in another room and just drink alone. And I knew that this wasn't a good sign. And why did I drink in the first place at 15 years old? Well, I was extremely shy, which might be kind of hard for you guys to believe since I'm now a full-time YouTuber on my other channel, Ellie in Space. Go check it out if you haven't already. But I was really shy, super shy. When I found alcohol, I found liquid courage. I was amazed by what drinking this could do. And I felt like the life of the party. In reality, I was probably an absolute mess. But in my mind, it allowed me to talk to guys and, not just sit there in silence, judging myself for, oh, no one cares about what you think or what you have to say. I had really low self-esteem as a teenager. So when I found alcohol, it was definitely something that I wanted to use in excess. It gave me liquid courage, and it also, led me down a very, very dark path that I'm very grateful that I have a family that was able to support me and get me out of that. Of course, a lot of this was my own decision too, but it's good to have that support system. That means everything, especially at 15 years old. So this is just a video for you to get a little backstory as to why I haven't drank in 15 years now. June 1st, 2007. It's crazy to me that it has been 15 years and I am so glad that I have made my life a life without alcohol. And again, if you drink, there's no judgment. You know, a lot of people drink, it's completely normal. But if you feel like you're stuck and maybe you're having issues because of your alcohol use, there is help and there is life outside of alcohol. That's my main message, is that you can still have fun, you can still be social, you can still party and not have to use alcohol.